It's another video from Ozzy's Robot. Brought to you by the Banana Collection.
Oh, hey everyone, welcome back. Come on in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. Welcome, and we're going to look at another rare limited edition type toy. And as always, before we get rolling, get comfy. I'm still working on this Pure Leaf unsweetened tea. And if it's morning where you're at, I always say grab a cup of coffee, stir it and clank it, and let's get moving. Chomp on a snack. Park your derriere in a cozy chair, and let's look at this Tetsujin driver toy from the Teenage Collection of Osaka Tin Toy, probably made in the 90s, mid to later 90s. And now they made several versions of the driver toys. Why do they call these the driver toys? Because there's a Tetsujin, a Gigantor robot that's actually driving the robot, technically speaking. At least that's the way it's supposed to be. And that would be this fellow right there. Now, as always, let's take a gander at the box, which actually is nothing special in the sense that it's not really graphic. It's just an image of the toy. I wish they would have illustrated it all around like a traditional box, but it's just a label. I shouldn't say just a label. There's some vintage label boxes that are pretty outstanding, but you know, you could put a little more effort into it. Osaka Tin Toys. You know, how much would an artist have cost to make one freaking rendering of this cool Hex Head? And that's the key here. And that's all there is on this box, other than right here it tells you this is actually number 48 out of 50. So there was only 2 more after this. Now, I don't even know if this was like 48 or 50, I should say, red versions. But anyway, I can tell you that the red, the orange, and the Hex Head are the most desirable of the driver robots. So if you're in the market for these, you're going to pay the most for this particular type of style, just so you know. For whatever reason, even though like some other versions may have been made in these same quantities, this seems to be the most desirable. But I suspect that the other ones were made in maybe a bit larger quantity. Now, again, red is a very cool color, and you don't see it too often. Now, the thing about this is that the Gigantor, the Tetsujin in here, is really big, you know, for the cavity that it's in, you know, the chest area. So he takes up a lot of room, and the other ones are not positioned like this where the hands are horizontally laid out with these shafts that he would be holding, like, say, to drive. They're usually protruding from the body, so they wedged him in there. You can see his shoulders are wedged right up to the edge, and there is some lithography behind him. And then they must have these. I've never turned this on, so I have no idea. I'm assuming these are going to rotate like this a little bit, the hands, to give it the driving motion. But it's kind of cool because the Gigantor is like at least a third or 40% or 50% of the size of the entire robot, which is not typical when you're looking at these types of robots. So let's see if I can lean up the camera a little bit. Sorry for the pause there. I just wanted to be at a better angle. Let's see. That's a little bit better. Yeah. Now it's going to be wobbly, but you know, let me just set it up here. And then let's see what else is on the robot before I continue. So this tells you it's the cockpit robot, limited number 48 out of 50. So these are actually individually numbered. And, you know, the clown here makes me think of Kuroda, the artist, if I pronounced it correctly. And he is very famous in Japan. I actually passed on a couple of his hand-painted, you know, larger, I don't know if you could call them prototypes, like hand-painted creations of his smaller toys. It's, you know, and he actually created for, I think it was TPS, he made a lot of toys for, including that skating clown. So maybe he was collaborating with Osaka at this point. And the body is standard astronaut here. I like these big chrome shoulder nubs there. And again, here's the giant robot. I like the hex head, the chrome, the red finish. And, you know, look at the antennas, by the way. You got various, like two different sizes. You have a small loop and a larger loop. That's intentional. You have kind of a fly eye pattern there, too. I could have picked the camera up to show you this, too, I guess. Other than that, it's almost like a rotate-o-matic body. And that's pretty much it. Standard feet. But anyway, enough of my nonsense. Let's turn this guy on and see if he actually does anything. Ooh, that's pretty slick. Wow, cool light, huh? One last go around here. You can see inside the cockpit area there. That is a cool look. Wow. Wow. No wonder this one is like the more desirable one. Honestly, it's just cooler than the regular one. The one with the cylindrical head. This seesaw, you know, effect is just a very nice effect. Better. All right, let me just leave it like that. More so than the other style. So, anyway, that's it on your cockpit / driver robot Tetsujin 28 limited edition by Osaka Tin Toys, finished in the brilliant red. I like this a lot. Anyway, if you like it, do me a favor, thumb up. Leave me a remark. Let me know what you think of these later model. Again, you know, we say later, but, you know, even in the 90s now, we're approaching 25 to 30 years old. So it's not like these things are new by any stretch. But very cool. Maybe with a better box, it would have been a slam dunk. With that label box with a picture, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It could have been 10 out of 10 with a beautifully illustrated box. That's my opinion. What's yours? We'd like to know. Leave it in the comment. And as always, thanks for your time. I appreciate you joining me. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. With that, thanks again, and I will talk to you later.